What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another Tech Tuesday where I pretty much show you the how-to of a business tool so you can jump right in and get it started. Now, if you're new to me, I am Quinn of QuinleyAutomation.com. I'm your implementation and business tool training specialist. I implement for you and I make sure that you're trained on those business tools to help build and grow your business. Now, for today, Tech Tuesday, I am going to walk you through how to create a form in ActiveCampaign. Now, the reason why this is helpful is a form is how you be able to grab your subscribers' info, such as their name, their email, their birthday, whatever it is you're trying to grab. But another great thing about this feature is it's like a landing page feature for you. So if you're not using landing pages or lead pages or click funnels or Unbounce, all of those lovely systems there, you can create a landing page style so you can start taking information today. So let's dive in. You're going to click on forms. Now, if you've never created a form in ActiveCampaign, the first thing you're going to see is a pop-up that says create a new form. If this is not new to you, you're going to click on new form here. You're going to title your new form. I like to keep that form title as something that is related to what it is they're opting into, obviously. Then there's the action here. So you have these available actions. You can add a tag, you can select email results, you can subscribe to lists. The two common things is adding a tag or subscribing to a list. Now, I suggest that if this is a form where it's like a lead magnet, like an ebook, and you got all these follow-up emails that's going to go out, then you maybe don't want them to be immediately added to your newsletter list where they're going to also be getting those weekly emails. So then you're going to select the option to add a tag to them so that they can be pushed into an automation, and then later in that automation you can push them into your newsletter list. That's some strategy for you. Now, if this is like what I'm doing, a newsletter form, then we're going to just subscribe them to a list. But I'm going to show you with the tag option. Now that we've hit create, you're going to see this basic setup here. You have the options to add additional fields such as phone number. If there's a field you don't see, such as an address or maybe a birthday, you can click on add a custom field. Now, you can choose what type of field it is, and once you do that, you're going to hit next, and then you're going to name that field, and then it will become available under this list. So that's like the birthday and the address and things of that nature. Other features here is that image option, especially if this is a situation of you using it as a landing page feature. So then you're going to add that, and then you're going to add that image, and I've already uploaded one here, and then you're good. You can choose if you want it to be center, left align, or right align. If you created it a perfect size, typically I do 600 by 200, then it's going to fit perfectly here. Other options you have is these text boxes here. Now, it's really basic, so there's not a lot of design options you can add here, but I'll show you this. So then you'll enter and edit over here to the right. You can click on this one and edit over here to the right. Make sure you type in between the P's here, because those P's is just indicating that it's a paragraph style. If you're wanting to center this, here's a tip. You can click at the very beginning of this information and then and I'll type this in the description for you. Then you also do it at the very end. And what this does is center your text here. So there's a bit of coding involved. So if you're not a coding person, just edit this text here that says add a description, and you're going to be good. Then when you want to get more into the style side, you see I just clicked in the area where it's not going to highlight any of these options here. Then you're going to click on style. Now you can change the layout if you want it to be more up and down, or if you want it to be more like this. You see how this is more beside each other, so you have the option there. You can change the background of this form, this piece here, by clicking here on the color, and if you know the hex code, you can type it here. Bam, you see how we're just switching it up, playing around with it. You can also pick the font color here, type in the hex code, and then change the font color here. So if I wanted that to be white, bam, there we go. You can also, if you wanted to add a border, you can edit that here. The higher the number, the thicker the border, and you can change the color of the border here. Now, when it comes to that button, you'll come down here. You can change the color of the button by clicking here or typing in the hex code. And you can actually also change the text color by clicking here. So once you get that changed, and I know you probably asking, I want to remove this. I'm going to be putting it on my site. I don't want this marketing by ActiveCampaign. Then unfortunately, you would need to upgrade your account depending on the account you have. Now, I don't want to make this too long, so you see we have created something. Play around with the style and design to get it to look the way you like. If you click on options, you can be able to edit that action you set up. So if you do want to go ahead and subscribe them to that list, you can select that here. Do note that that list needs to already be created. Otherwise, you need to exit out of here, go back and create that list, and then come back into this form and then choose the action of adding them to the list. You can also choose what happens when they submit this form. You can do a basic thank you that ActiveCampaign creates by leaving it as it is and maybe typing some additional text. Or you can you can click here to hit the open URL, which directs them to a different link, and then you'll direct them to the link by clicking here. Now, once that is complete, you're going to hit integrate. Now it's pretty much ready to go. What this is, it provides the embed code that you can take and post on your site or a page that you're integrating with. You can grab that link here to be able to share it directly for somebody to sign up for, and I'm going to show you what that looks like here. Boom, there it goes. It looks the same as we created it. So you can share that link directly with someone. That's how I said it kind of does as a landing page. You can integrate it with WordPress as a plugin as well as Facebook. Now, do keep in mind, if you're adding this form to where it can be pulled through lead pages, then you don't need to do all of that design that I showed you. You just need to pay attention to the fields that you have to make sure that the fields that you need are on there, so that way lead pages can pull it in. It's not going to pull in none of that design or anything like that, so don't waste your time doing the design piece. Just know that you need to make sure that the correct fields are there. Once you are complete, hit save and exit, and then you're done. It is there and ready for you to go. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. I also have a download ready for you right there in the description, where if you're using loads and loads of tags in ActiveCampaign, I have a spreadsheet for you to keep up with that, so you're not getting confused, you're not getting lost, and you're not getting overwhelmed. So go ahead and download that today. Again, if this is your first time with me, hit the subscribe button today. Catch you guys later.